плаче край вікна, тихо грають діти, ніч така сумна. I was once a child's delight, sweetest friend with painted smile, swinging on my strings, trying to fly, living in the world that was so alive. I know shadows slowly creeping, helpless, dull in the cruel world of fear. All lies, all dreams, I may never have a choice to break my muted voice. Вітер плаче край вікна, тихо грають діти, ніч така сумна. Виє вітер плаче край вікна, тихо грають діти, ніч така сумна. Time to cry, no time to cry. I grow tired of the bitter fight, all this milk and water faces, hot and cold embraces. If you have soul, that I find mine. No time to cry, time to cry. One answer, there's no deny. I won't break, no, I won't comply. You don't understand me. All the stranded takes me to be real. All lies, all dreams, don't know more. I want more fight. Please feel my heart inside. Вітер плаче край вікна, тихо грають діти, ніч така сумна. Виє вітер плаче край вікна, тихо грають діти, ніч така сумна.
Good evening, Wandering Beekeeper here. Welcome, welcome. That is Masha Kondratenko of Ukraine with No Time to Cry from this year's Vidbeer competition, the Ukrainian national final to select their representative for Eurovision. Masha lost out to Pop Act. Good evening. How we doing? See, we actually have a viewer. Hurrah! Or are we going into lurk mode for a date night? We'll see how it goes. Masha had, I think, a much more powerful song. I posted some of the lyrics earlier on the Fetty. This is a song that flatly includes the lyric, I will not comply. It's Ukrainian, which is political. Their music has been so yeah. I'm featuring Masha because she had a hell of a track and raised a little here before we get on to happier things. It is episode 60. That's a thing right there. Episode 60. I have been playing this game, and not just Roots of Pacha, but this specific game of Roots of Pacha, this specific farm, this character, for over a year of real time now. We're in year 5 game, which is just an amazing thing. I've never played a campaign this far, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Where it is going is the 1.3 version in the spring, when the devs believe that it is ready. Swing over to game screen. The 1.3 is going to be intense. It brings in iron technology. It opens the Yakuan and Mograni homelands for visiting. You can travel there. It brings in more characters, more storylines. It brings in a whole new thing with animal domestication. There'll be a new mechanic added on that will allow things like breeding ibexes into modern day goats. I'm a little hesitant about that because ibexes seem pretty well behaved, but I have never met a goat that could abide the existence of a fence. But yeah, 60 episodes. This particular game started in episode 1 with me doing character creation and starting a brand new farm. And it has gone all the way to this. Okay, the grass is spreading. I am going to need to put in more. Oh, yay. Let's see. Let's go say hi to Guanacos. Hi to this Guanaco. This is Gen 5 MO1, new one. I'm going to continue working on Guanaco breeding. Eventually, I think I'll be able to breed them into either llamas or alpacas. 145, which is not great, but it could be worse. Female parent, who have I got available? I've got a Gen 3 male. I don't have a male I can use. Alright, we'll just chill for a little bit. We'll get somebody into the Nookie Shack. Hang in there. One pile of grade A horse shit. Content warning. I forget to do the content warning until I have produced content. It's like I'm some sort of network device. I have to have interesting traffic before anything happens. That goes in there, and this goes in there, and now it's doing a thing. Let's go say hi to the ostriches. So, content warning, I'm old and I don't give a shit. My politics have moved left the older I've gotten, and you know, I'm an old queer man, so I'm going to be talking about my lived experience, and I cuss a lot, and just generally am inappropriate for well, pretty much anybody. As it says in my Fetty profile, this is a dark ride. Just be aware what you're getting yourself into. I've got to go cut plant fiber. I've got to cut plant fiber partly so I can make grass plant, whatever the hell they call them. Sats isn't right. I'm gonna get this done. I need to plant more grass. There we go. In the pasture there. Becoming a problem already. Quite have the space for it. Let's get over here and peas. Eating goober peas. Goodness, how delicious eating peas. And if you get that one, wowzers. I don't even know where to go with that one. I mean, yeah, I do Hodgson's, but... Okay, I have got a bunch stuff here. Oops. Needs to be took over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oi, hey. There we go. Now, I should have grain in here. Some sort, I do. Grain, and come back with it in a second. I did not count off, shame on me. Oh, hey, I got an extra here. Yeah, give me those fermented oats. Because I have one more. There we go. Then I have fermenters. I need to fix that. What kind of perennial can I get into here? I need a perennial. Something that ain't beets. Let's see. Beet. Garlic. Carrots. Beans. Think of our cat beans. Let's get tomatoes. Just to make absolutely sure that I have tomatoes this year. No guarantees of that. Then I got a lot of beets yet to replace. Good morning. Yeah, I could use another star with you. Got another. Problem is that you have to chill rod. You know, people didn't have to talk with chill rod, and that's kind of. He's kind of icky. I mean, really, the character is just he's a romanceable character that I don't want to romance. Yeah, I'm aware that you're claustrophobic, and I try to be sensitive to that. Oh, hi, look what we got. We got garlic seed. Zippity pop. Go. It's gonna have to be a short trip as I've brought no food. But I'm here mainly to gather fiber. Making plantings. Whatever the hell they're called. I'm not coming up with the word here. It's annoying me. I mean, I'm a word person. I'm a writer. I have a piece I am working on that is moving along very quickly. It's a different, like I need yet another thing that I'm doing, but this is an opening and we'll see how it does, because I'm going to be posting it to Literotica. I will not tell you what username I will be posting under, nor will I tell you what genre, what particular kink I'm writing in, or really anything about the story, but I'm working on trying to work up to making my first post on Literotica, and that's going to be an entire thing. Okay, I need to stop here, and I need to make grass sprouts, they're called. Thank you. How many can I make? $20 is good. 20 is good. There we go. Let's get back to the farm. Ah. This is a site that, if nothing else, seems to suit the sort of thing that I tend to do when I'm writing, in that, you post an initial piece, and if people dig it, then you write more and turn it into a series. If people don't dig it, try something else. Okay. Hi. Okay. Jeez. People. Come on. I just planted all that and you already ripped through it? Okay, let's see what that does. That's gonna sprout overnight, and we'll just see how it goes. How we doing? So yeah, it's gonna be a thing. So yeah, for the about an hour before. Let's see, what is this? This is tomatoes. Oh, okay, I already had tomatoes. Alright, silly me. I need garlic. I need wheat. Ooh, I need everything. Okay, everything's on this one tab. Cool. So I got 8 crops to deal with here. Let's go on, and it's only 7 o'clock. I'm going to run up to the house, grab some food, eat something, and pop over to the big house and see if anything's going on there. Hearth house, whatever it's called. Spaghetti. Let's not be choosy and waste time. Okay, feeling much better. Let's talk to some people. Yeah, that's one word for it. Oh, hey, Zelk is here. Cool. I always need to talk to Zelk. I gotta start talking with Goop. I dislike having to talk to that Goop. I got it to deal with him. He's an egotistical jerk, but he's a Pacha and a fellow human being, and I gotta... Maybe I can get him to loosen up and look past the end of his nose at some point. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Now, I have a dish here I need coconut milk for. Okay. I'm waiting on the coconut tree. Got it. Alright. Always good to remind yourself where you're going. Speaking of which, I've got Jag's birthday in 2 days, and what's Jag partial to? That is a good question. Jag is partial to Ibex milk herb cheese, smoked red meat. I've got that handy. Any honey. I've got honey. Pickled carrots. Interesting. Had some really good pickled carrots. They were at a Mexican restaurant that had some Central American influence. I'm not sure exactly what, but they, instead of chips and salsa, they served marinated pickled vegetables with onion and jicama and carrot and jalapeno. How do new things get named? Oh, new things get named interestingly. I actually looked at that in 1879 with the Creatures chapter because of the way FASA does their books. Everything is theoretically written in the game world. And so I had a character who was ostensibly writing all this who had some very strong opinions. And one of the things she had an opinion on was the names of creatures. And one of those opinions was that you should never let a soldier name something new. There were some things. How do new things get named? In the world of Earthdawn, naming is a form of magic. Naming a thing creates a unique thing. There are many rocks, but this one is named Ralph, and because his name is Ralph, he is different from all other rocks, and magically is a unique thing in the world. Save and go to sleep. Naming magic is one of the first big magics that all characters get access to in Dawn. And then you get into thread weaving. Because the thing is named and has a true pattern, you can weave astral threads. I'm in this game, but this is good too. Yeah, in Roots of Pacha, there's been some running gags. Oh, husband is sleeping in today. Okay, cool. Ramen. Okay. Ramen is better than potato salad. I'm good with this. There's been some running gags here. They have been trying to come up with the phrase Battle of the Bands for the music competition at one of the festivals, and everybody keeps getting close to that phrase and not getting it. It's a running joke. You'll see. Let's see, what have I got? I am looking to breed. Well, I can't do anything with the guanacos at this point. I want to stay focused on one animal here and work with the guanacos and take my time in breeding up the various critters. Teenage turtles who are mutants and also ninjas. Adolescent turtles who have studied ninjutsu. Yeah, it's like that. But yeah, thread magic is where the big powers for Earthdawn magic items come from. That's not great on the stamina, so it's going in. And the poo can't go in there, it's gonna go up here. So because because you have a name, you have a true pattern, and your sword has a name which gives it a true pattern, and you can then weave a thread astrally between your true pattern and a critical event in the sword's history. Because you made a truly awesome die roll one time, your sword is now +1 against that critter, but only for you because you hold the thread. To anybody else, it's just a sword. That's that right there. That mechanic is one of the things that drew me to Earthdawn and kept me playing. The idea that you can create unique magic items in play from the stuff the players did. Scrag, the Troll Beastmaster. Beastmasters normally fight unarmed. They pop claws and do various animalistic attacks. Scrag, however, was from a tribe of Sky Raiders, a clan of Sky Raiders, basically airborne Vikings, and trolls, 9 feet tall and kind of bulletproof. Scary people to have drop out of the sky onto your village. Scrag had a warhammer that he named Crystal Cracker after an event where the entire party made a series of awesome die rolls and in one round killed a horror. It was teamwork, it was all in character, it was one of the group's most shining moments. Alright, I am planting potatoes. Scrag thereafter would introduce himself and then introduce the weapon. I am Scrag Hammerfist, and this is Crystal Cracker. By spreading the legend of the weapon, he created belief in its power that in turn increased its power. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, it encourages people to role play telling the stories of their adventures, because when you tell the story of your adventures, you get more experience points from that adventure, from new people hearing the story, and you can start tying threads to events and gaining power from it. You gain power from your own legend, and you build your legend by going to the tavern and telling the story of your adventures. You have to think about the behavior. The game mechanic is rewarding. This was something I learned early on, and in designing 1879 and Fenlicia both, I've had to really keep in mind, what behavior am I rewarding with this game mechanic? What am I encouraging the players to do? Because make no mistake, every time you award experience points, you are encouraging the behavior that got the points. You gotta think about that. What are you encouraging people to do? Oh, come on. Chickens! Ah, they're not even chickens yet. They're jungle fowl. Won't be until the 1.3 content that I will be able to turn them into chickens. I'm keeping the beets. Alright. There we go. Out of the way, birds. These. Right, I need to go north this way so that I can swing by the shed and do stuff there on the way up. Okay, pick up the cheap-ass wine and drop it in the vinegar ring. Get the cheese going. Keep the cheese going. Select the pickled veg. Add radish. Excuse me, beet. Add beets. I'm looking at it. It looks like a radish, and I've been thinking about Fraggles. Let's see. I need vinegar. Where is vinegar? Where is vinegar? Here is vinegar. Here is vinegar, and here is a honey that I can give as a birthday present. There we go. And it's a top quality honey. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Let's look at the calendar, and that is tomorrow, and it's Jag. Jag is thankfully easy to find. Okay, I gotta turn the beer, but first I need to go hit the pump. And check this field over and see how things are growing. Okay, we're good. Alright, I need to make another ferment. Let's see, where is it? It's at fermenter, craft. There we go. And then I need 9 of these. Go. I'm pretty sure I've got one more in here. There we go. There's that one more I need. And now I'm up even on that, and there we go. Got my beer production into serious swing. And turning in 2 top quality pickled beets, 9 top quality oat beer. People I need to talk to. Makes you feel all warm. Okay, Zulk's not here. You, I probably need. I hope you're very happy to get. One of the things about the Pachans, they're very appreciative of each other and of everybody's contribution to the lives that we're all living. I'm going to pop into the jungle a second here. I really ought to be doing the savannah, and I can still, maybe, no, it's 10 after 7. Never mind. It's later than I thought. Game time. Oh, mangoes. Yes! Oh, my mango knowledge went up. Brilliant. Tree knowledge takes so barfing ever to go. What all of it here? Dirt. I'm just going to have to deal with having dropped a crop. It's going to be a lower quality one anyway. The land. Dang it. Give me back my mango. That wasn't supposed to go in there. This and this go in. I head off this direction. And I turn this wild mango into wild mango juice. Take that to the shed. Nothing in there, right? Drop this in there. Do I have any fruit juices? I got one mango and one wild pomegranate. That's actually a good thing. Let's go on. They're both wild juices, so they won't stack, but they'll make equal quality. Get in there. Alright, 920. No coconuts yet. Yes, we have no coconuts. That doesn't really fit the scansion. And if you know the song I'm referring to, you've got some knowledge of obscure music. Because while it was a wildly popular song when it was released, it's been a bit of time. For a lot of time. Sticking on, it is 10 o'clock, that is close enough. Click and do the thing. And how did we do today? Okay, the oats beer is bringing us some nice points. No, it took 52 good, better quality beets to equal 9 oats beer. And just 2 pickled beets gave me a nice little chunk there. Okay, what do we got? We got hay. Good. I gotta go make hay while the sun shines, and I gotta go find Jag and give him his birthday present. So, let's start with going this direction. Because it really doesn't matter what else is going on today. The livestock must be tended first. Oh, good. I think I managed to get ahead of them. There we go. Got the guanacos in the nookie shack. Bird sire needs to do his job, you know? You got one job, dude. Getting a little heavily loaded on the horse shit around here, and so starting to pile up a bit of manure in the barn. Deal with, oh, before I do fields, stop the Teddy. And, oh, hey, talk with Ron here. Reese should also be spoken. Jag be at Hearth. Other. Talk to the kid. Talk to Aka. Oh, excellent. Aka is at 10 flowers. Gift. Alright. Oh, hey. Hiya. And beans. Oops. Didn't mean to pick the beets. Dagnabbit. Had to stretch to unkink my neck. And hit the wrong thing there. Alright, let's get back to picking beans. Shall we? Dang it, I got another damn beet. Oh. Now I got bean. Now I'm dropping beans. Oh, come on. I cannot get my crops together here. Alright. Pop that, pop that. I'm just going to leave that beet in. Let's do it. Alright, now. Beet. Since it's insisting I deal with beets. Fine, I'll go deal with beets. Leave us some beans on the ground. Unhappy about that. Come back for those beans. Got more beets, I got more beets. Get more beets. Beets, 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 good. Alright, toss in that and that and that. I got a high quality beets. No, I don't want to keep them. Let's go on and grab beans. Them beans picked up. Go drop off these beets at the shed, and then I gotta come back down. Do more work in the field. Trying to find time to go cut hay is gonna be a problem. Damn it, I'm in the wrong place. Running on autopilot. On me. Oh god, it's a... Okay. Pardon me being kind of focused here. Okay, shed is done. Let's get back to the south field. And in doing so, pass through here and pick up the fiber from where the animals have been chewing on the forage there. Alright, I gotta get rid of some stuff here. Drop in the beer and beets. I need to go harvest potatoes. No, carrots, okay. Whatever. I need to harvest. I need to pick these things. Clear this road. And this row. I also have honey to gather. Ibex. Ibex standing on the carrot. Of course, as soon as I walk away, so does the ibex. Used to be a butt. Garlic. Garlic would be impossible to simulate, really, I think. I don't know. You plant it in the fall, and then harvest it in the spring, and it's... let's see, what have I got? Let's just rotate through stuff here. This is already planted, dang it. Okay, fine. Honey collected, 625. I do not have time, do I? To make it time for Savannah. See what I can do here really fast. Have a lot of daylight. We'll deal with all the rest of that tomorrow. It can wait. It's 11 o'clock. Eric is off stargazing or something. It's the oat spear holding up the high end of the curve. Oh, yay. Oh, it's Teddy's birthday. Oh, dear. amethyst. Amethyst. Yep. Teddy is one I really don't want to miss. I need a better relationship with her. Not you. So I've already paid attention to. Alright, move on, move on. Time to mess around here. Pomegranates. Oh, bother. Come back for that after I deal with this. Let's go. Let's see, there she is. Gift. Boom. Done. Okay, and talk with her as well. Okay. Now I can go clean up the ostrich barn. And I have a place to put it. Oops. I forgot to restock. I have no fermented mash to put into the fermenters to make into beer today. Be no beer tomorrow. Okay, drop this in here and go. Beer today, beer tomorrow. Yeah. In the meantime, AK while the sun shines. Because when the sun's not shining, it's too damn dark to see what you're doing. I mean, that always seemed pretty obvious to me. Okay. Back to here and down to the hay spinner. Bugger. Helps if I remember to pull the handle on the pump. And also better make sure this has sufficient resources. Ooh, it's getting close. Don't want those to run out. Be bad. this goes in the input, and half of this goes here, and half of this goes here, and the rest goes there. And we go here and get this out, take it up here, down and drop it in, and that gets me back up above 100. Alright. Ooh, what a day. Look, you get. Got time to go talk with people. Hurrah. I'm not sure I agree. A day that starts with push-ups reminds me too much of my brief time in the military, which I was totally unsuited. But, you know, we all do stupid shit. What have I got doing? That's decorative. Okay, and it's dark and it's time to go to bed. Off we go. Let's see. I could do camp here. I think this will take stamina. Although if you've ever decanted a fermentation carboy and run it into the second stage, oh good gods. It is 10 o'clock, cheese is gonna have to wait till tomorrow. The cheese is just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Okay, I mean, come on. Oh, I need to stretch and resettle here. Okay. And on. A race is happening today. Hurrah. Ron has sent me some beer, and I need to practice and sing. It's also the fact that I'm being busy around the farm. I have time for animal racing right now. Trying to do a decanter can or can't joke, but it just reads awkwardly. Yeah. Sometimes it's just you can't make it fit with a shoehorn, you know? Of course, this is where the practice of kill your darlings in writing comes from. To an extent, at any rate. You think it's absolutely adorable? Kill it. You're the only one who's gonna get it. Oh, butter. I forgot to have a third slot open, so now I'm dropping garlic all over this. And of course, it's the top quality garlic that I'm dropping. Alright. Let's go and plant carrots here, and I'll come back and get the garlic in just a second. Make use of time. Thanks for the beer, but I'm gonna pass it on to somebody else here. I'm just not. No, he doesn't need any. I am re-gifting the. Okay. Oh, I got stuff to do. Oh, I got stuff here. This is potatoes. Oh, Lord. I got all the potatoes in the world here. I got stuff to do. Hold on a second. Let's get an inventory slot cleared. Drop. Oh, shit, I got cheeses. Well, I'll get the cheeses done while I'm here. I'm not convinced I've got enough of anything. I'll try and do mushrooms and see if it carries. Nope. I do not have enough mushrooms, and I'm stuck behind here. How did I do this? I've done this once before, and I ended up losing a barrel. Because the only way to get out of here is to remove this. Damn it. Just irritates the fire out of me. How did that happen again? Is some sort of glitch here or something? What's going on? Oh, shoot. There we go. Beer can wait a minute. Grab the beer, go get it, put in the bin. Then we'll worry about the fermentators later and everything else. I gotta go harvest potatoes. Oh boy, have I gotta harvest potatoes. Looks like you walked. Oh, hi, Bad Road. How you doing? So don't worry about dirty garlic at a premium. Looks like you walked diagonally. Yeah, except I couldn't. Couldn't do it if I tried, and I'm not sure how I did it, and it's annoying. I've managed to do that twice so far in this game, and it's I don't know how I'm doing it. I just wish I would stop. It's really annoying. Okay, upper half is getting done. Oh, lordy. I don't want to do beans or tomatoes. Let's do quinoa. I need green, so we'll go with quinoa. Okay. Potatoes down here. Or green. Gonna need a lot of green for this brewery. Oops. Kind of waste the seed there. Not that that's such a huge deal. It's not like I don't have scads of seed available, but just on a wild hair. Nope, can't ferment a potato. Okay. I mean, you never know until you try. And I mean, you could, in real life, ferment a potato. Although it's something of an old wives' tale that that's what vodka is made from. Vodka existed long before before New World crops became available to the Slavs, and was made from grain. Let's see, I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to be looking at here. I've got 3 oats, and that's not enough really to do a whole hell of a lot with, but I'll go on and put them out there. I want to get that in. Arr. Take a second here. Thinking about people I've got. I need to work on a relationship with. I want to. Next time I see Igork, I need to really seriously hit him up for seeds. Come on, Coconuts Tree. You can do it. I believe in you. Yep. Cable management. Sometimes becomes problem. Ooh. Yeah. Oh boy. Got a new guanaco. A new guanaco. Gotta find out what we got. Okay, learning station expired. Red learning station. Red learning station is here. Okay, I gotta fix that. Oh, hey, herbs. Sounds like rain. Guanaco's a male. Need another Gen 5 male. A ring. Oof. Onward. Again. Got rather a lot of fruit to harvest here. Let's go on and get this done here. That goes in there. This can go here. Already, I got green to harvest and good stuff to harvest. Okay, yeah. Let's go and grab these. These. Back up here. Pick up the rest of the olives. Ignore the avocado for a moment. The avocado. Before I can tend the fields, I have to go to the shed. Got stuff I have to drop off and do stuff with. So, the shed. Alright. These have to be processed. Ignore the available is my favorite party game, or avocado, or maybe I just ate guac. I mean, I didn't used to care much for it, and the other day for lunch, I ate a tub of Herdez brand guacamole, traditional style with some corn chips. So, taste change. Part of it is getting the right stuff. There are reasons to develop brand loyalty. One being that the brand is actually, tasty. I'm still a Pico de Gallo girl. Put that shit on everything. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I use a lot of pico, but I tell you something I've gotten really into lately, last couple years is onion pickle. I got a jar I just got last time I went to Patel Brothers. Onion pickle is a really nice spicy sandwich condiment. Put it on pretty much any kind of lunch meat or whatever, you know, anything I'm making a sandwich out of, and does wonders for it. Wheat. Lots of wheat coming in. Yes. Want the top quality wheat for the brewery. Got a fair amount of it too from this harvest. It's nice. Alright, I'm gonna replant with wheat. If this were real life, I wouldn't think of doing any such thing. There's this thing called crop rotation, and there are very good reasons for it. Okay, I got 3 empty slots. That means I got enough room to go on and harvest the garlic. There's a thing called a nitrogen cycle. Some plants take up nitrogen out of the ground, and some of them fix nitrogen into the ground. And so you run different things in your field. You run a nitrogen uptake crop, and then the next season you put in a nitrogen fixing crop, and then you let the field lie fallow. Not put anything at all in it for one season. Things. I don't like raw onions, raw tomato, or cilantro, so you can probably guess how I feel about pico. Yeah. I do like guacamole, which is a little odd considering my feelings about the texture of mayo and sour cream. Yeah, avocado used to give me some texture issues, but I don't have texture issues the way a lot of people do. I've been fortunate at it, I suppose. Let's see, I gotta go talk to Uncle Igork, and since it's raining, I know where I'm gonna find him. There's only one or two places he's gonna be. With it being 3 in the afternoon. Oh, hi, look who it is. Igork's not here, therefore we're here. Hey, oh my. Okay, let's see. What have I got? What do I need? Okay. I'm gonna get these seeds off to the field. Get the rest of that patch planted. Whoops. There we go. Okay, that's done. Red Station. Where is Red Station? Red Station. There. Should be showing me, and it's not, and I'm a little perplexed. I'm trying to remember where I put the silly thing. That's the blue one. Got nothing over here. I gotta put something in here. Need a perennial. Go on and give me more beans. Heck. Alright. Steve. It's getting late. It's raining and it's dark, and I'm just not enjoying that. Still don't have coconut. Still don't have the coconut I need. Whatever it is, the mysterious new recipe. Very interested in what that mysterious new recipe is. I just can't do anything with it yet. There's gotta be something I can do in here. What have I got? on, Garrick. I'm going to run up to the shed for a minute here. Let's see. Hello's birthday coming up in a few days. I'm thinking the red station's got to be down here somewhere. Let's go to chickens. Chickens. Thanks. Okay. Got that failed. Go. I should find a place to put that. It's art, obviously. It's not sure where. You're really sticking. There. Put it over there. It's an art piece. Okay. Oh. Oh, oh. Oops. Didn't mean to exit there. Oh, that is off to the jungle. That, I'm willing to bet, means the Idea Council is meeting. see what I've got. I'm gonna do a couple fancy meads here. Come on. The one thing they have not come up with a way to automate or render less tedious is hay cutting. Best I can get is a 3x3 area in one shot, but it's still a constant thing that I'm having to be out here doing. It just seems like there ought to be something I can do to reduce the amount of repetitive labor involved in keeping the livestock fed. Is a short run beer. Cats. Oh yeah, there are cats. I have one of them as a pet living in my house. And yes, you can in fact pet the cat. Now, this is important. If there is a cat in the game, can you pet the cat? Gimme. It's getting late. Let me bounce around to back to the quick travel here. Zip. Oh, that's another thing. With the new content, I will be able to have my cave kitty grow up and become rideable. Excellent. Oh yeah. Yeah, the new content is bringing in all sorts of fun stuff. I'm already able to ride an ostrich, which is pretty cool. But oh lordy, 9 o'clock at night, and here I am making beer. This actually fits in with my childhood a bit. My father got into home brewing. My mother got him one of those all-inclusive make-your-own wine kits. Had the little plastic barrel for a fermentation carboy. It was kind of cute. And he got into it. And yeah, we made all sorts of interesting stuff. Let's see. Here is green. I need one more. Oh, I missed one. See it. And since he had a day job, a lot of the work was done in the evening. And so, yeah, 9 o'clock at night, we're decanting fermentation carboys and filtering for bottling and racking. I got all sorts of interesting. Drop that off. Run the beer down to... Beer is a little more complex than wine in some ways. partly because you're often using a grain mash, and that has to be sort of lightly cooked in order to get it to break down enough, get some of the starch to break down into sugars and such. Mead also has to be cooked, which surprises some people. You don't actually like simmer it or anything, but you bring your water to a warm temperature, and then you add the honey, and you bring it up to below a simmer, but enough that it's steaming. And then you start skimming the foam off, because that foam is the remaining wax cooking out of the honey. If you don't skim that wax off, your mead's going to taste like shit. I got some training in how to make good mead from one of the masters of the craft in the SCA. A man went by the name of Starhelm. He was an SCA fighter and mead maker and general all-around cool guy. I had done fruit wines and such with my father growing up, but had not done mead until I got into the SCA, and then discovered that with a jar of honey and a packet of yeast, you could make booze. And like, if I had, I never, I don't know, I never thought about trying to do my own run. When I was in high school, it would have made me immensely popular bringing homemade wine in, but I never thought about doing my own run because I figured my father would spot it that, hey, no brewing your own. You can help brewing mine, but no making your own. But I kind of wish I had done a couple things. I could have avoided the telltale aroma of fermentation. If you've never made your own wine or beer, I should warn you that the process is kind of stinky. Especially if you use a traditional fermentation lock that lets the fermentation gases escape. What I did with the mead was I used a collapsible gallon jug that the water originally came in. You know, you get those machines at the grocery stores where you can get the collapsible water bottles and fill them from the machine, from the reverse osmosis machine. They got a cap like a milk jug. You take the liner out, then you take a screwdriver and you put a little hole in the middle of the cap. Put your must in, and make sure it's properly cooked and cooled and so forth. And you fill it up really close to the top. You don't want any extra airspace. You're wanting to start an anaerobic process. gotta go drop stuff in here first. Drop, drop, drop. That is a grain that I could maybe make beer out of. Give me a second. Let me go stash this. So you fill the jug with your must, your booze to be, and add your yeast. And you make sure, and because it's a collapsible jug, it makes it easy to get the air out of the top of it. And then you take a balloon and you stretch it over the top, over the cap. And that's all it takes. You don't have to have one of those expensive fermentation locks. Poke a little hole in the cap and you put a balloon over it. The balloon traps the escaping fermentation gases so that you don't have that strong yeasty fermenting aroma that tells everybody that you've got booze in the process. And it keeps oxygen from getting in and disrupting your fermentation. Also keeps wild yeast and various other crap from getting in and spoiling your booze to be. And the supplies are so easy to get and so cheap. Alright, beans gathered, gotta go back and get sea kale. Like that, yes. Can't see kale tonight, you can't see Mama at all. Wow. Okay, that one's obscure even by my standards. That is a reference to an inside joke between George Burns and Jack Benny that Burns revealed in his autobiography, Living It Up, or They Still Love Me in Altoona. Really a fun book. If you get a chance, it's shouldn't be that difficult to find. Burns details all sorts of fun stuff. The Jack Benny was one of his favorite comic foils. Benny was a masterful comedian himself, but if you could catch him off guard, he broke up like Harvey Korman. I like how during Prohibition, juice and jam manufacturers would helpfully include warnings on how to prevent their products from accidentally becoming alcohol. Yeah, helpful household tips. You know, stuff people may need to know. Burns told a story in the book of how he went to some black tie event and Benny's there, and Benny has got this white thread on the lapel of his suit jacket. And Burns walks over and says, "Say, Jack, that thread you're wearing there looks very smart. Do you mind if I borrow it?" And he took the thread off picked the thread off of Benny's lapel and put it on his own, like it was some sort of corsage. Benny lost it. Burns said he almost fell into the fireplace. He was laughing so hard. Now the next day, just to, finish the joke, Burns takes a white thread puts it in a Cartier jewel box, and sends it by messenger over to Jack Benny's house saying, "Thanks for letting me borrow this last night." About a half an hour, he gets a call from Mary, Jack's wife, saying, "Yeah, your package arrived about 5 minutes ago, and if Jack doesn't stop laughing in another 5 minutes, I'm divorcing him and naming you as a co-respondent." Let's see, what have I got here? I don't have anything much turned into vinegar right now. Just gonna have to live with it. Alright, have I got everything? Lordy. No, I don't. I still have to put grain out in the fermenters for the beer. Give me 9 quinoa. We're gonna try making quinoa beer. What's really amazing is that I can remember all this bullshit many years after I read the book. And yet I cannot remember take the trash out without setting an alarm. Ain't ADHD wonderful? Okay, it is almost 6 o'clock. I don't think I'm going to make it out to the, I'm not going to try to run out to the savannah and back tonight. Instead, we'll just go across here and just start doing some clearing. Mood, yeah. Yeah. My ability to remember such oddball shit does come in useful at times when I'm writing. There is so much oddball shit that turned up in 1879. Just obscure stuff that I remember and went, hey, I could throw that in here. And then, of course, if you get into history, there's a lot of cool as well. Like George Leslie. And if you've never heard the name George Leslie, it's only because of a great disservice here. George Leslie was the closest thing to a supervillain that New York has ever really seen. He was a criminal mastermind. Had 3 different identities that he lived under, and then yeah, it was just a whole thing. I could go on about George Leslie for like an entire podcast. The guy invented a way of getting into bank vaults that at the time was freaking genius and led to a couple of the most successful bank robberies in New York history. What George invented was a little gadget that allowed him to record the combination of the safe. So he would get into the bank, install the gadget, and then the next night come back in, take the gadget out, read the recording, open the safe, and walk off with whatever he wanted. But he wouldn't just walk in. No, Leslie built full-scale mock-ups of the bank interior of each bank interior in a warehouse that he rented. No, you don't use an abandoned warehouse. That draws attention. People going in and out of what's supposed to be an abandoned building. No, he rented a warehouse and brought in furniture and stuff and set up a mock-up of the bank, and then walked his people through the heist multiple times, and then turned the lights off and walked them through it again until they could get into and out of the bank in the dark without bumping into anything. His people were in and out so quietly. A lot of movies based on this idea now. Oh yeah, but this is where it comes from, is that this guy actually did it and was wildly successful until well, let's just say that he had trouble keeping it in his pants and led to his downfall. Led to him being murdered by one of his own gang members. I can't even walk around my house in the dark without bumping into anything. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I rewrote history just a little bit for the game for 1879, and had Leslie survive. There was an intervention, and yeah, he had somebody riding herd on his behavior to keep him from getting into the sort of trouble that got him killed, because he was just too great a character to have available for a role-playing game. Meanwhile, I thought Robert Moses was the closest thing New York had to a supervillain. Ooh. Leslie reached a level where he was drafting plans for heists and selling them to other gangs. Actually doing the Moriarty thing of planning crimes for other people. Just, I mean, it's hard not to have some kind of admiration for the guy. He was damn good at what he did. It's also kind of hard to be mad at people who rob banks because, banks. I'm kind of with Mojo Nixon on that subject. And if Moj, well, Moj is known for expressing himself pungently, and we'll just leave it at that. And George Leslie had a wife who did not know his real name and did not find out who he was until after he was murdered. And somebody came around to let her know that she was technically a widow, except that there were a few too many women involved in George's life. He was kind of a serial bigamist. Generally a victimless crime. It's all insured. Yeah, you know. So... yeah, George, I don't need the beets. I probably need the green. George told that particular wife that he was an IRS field auditor, which was why he couldn't tell her where he was going and why he was gone for a couple of days at a time. IRS auditor is such a great cover. No, he can't talk about his job because people's private information is involved. Their private financial information is involved. It's not like he's doing anything, top secret or anything. It's just nobody, it would be rude to go talking about somebody's taxes that he was auditing. You don't do that. Didn't know IRS field audits were so secretive. You're dealing with people's personal financial information. Also, it depends on who they're auditing. They don't always give any warning. Sometimes they just show up going, okay, we're going to audit your firm now. Mind you, that usually happens when they suspect there's some sort of jiggery-pokery already going on. And then, there may be a FinCEN agent with them. The T is silent. Sweet, we're getting an Audi. Yeah, the IRS have some wild ops, though. Oh, yeah. People will go to a lot of trouble to try and not pay taxes. And yeah, trying to get people to pay their share can be a bit of a challenge. If the IRS guy shows up and he's got FinCEN ID or a FinCEN agent with him, then you're really screwed. At that point, they expect to find some jiggery-pokery and possibly take some people away in handcuffs. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, one of the scarier law enforcement agencies in D.C. When FinCEN was formed, they took the top forensic accountants from the IRS and brought in some ethical hackers, although how ethical you can be when you're doing it for the government, I'm not sure. White hat people. And they put together an agency that can follow the money in all sorts of interesting ways. Yeah, most people do in fact pay. It's nice that we've got folks who understand that, this is where your roads are coming from, and maybe you ought to make your contribution. You know, the old thing of I pay the school tax even though I don't have any kids because I don't like having uneducated people around me. Uncle Ickwork, I'm going to have to come see you again. I'm going to need more wheat seed. There's a reason Oklahoma has the lowest hell tax rate and the worst roads in the U.S. Yeah. Yeah, well. No, I don't want to give her a wheat. Come on, I just wanted to talk with her. Thank you. Alright. I'm running low on wheat seed here. I'm gonna run out here in just a second. Oop. And there it goes. Okay. Oh, hi, Reese. Talk with you for a second. Oh, hi. Oh, excellent. That's very useful. Thank you. NC, North Carolina has some of the best roads in the U.S. and also some of the highest excise taxes on gasoline. You know, if you're using the road, you should probably pay for it. There are arguments for and against, but even in a non-capitalist society, the roads still have to be maintained in order to have them. And, you know, taking supplies out to the road builders is the right and proper thing to do. I wrote that into Antilia and the world for Finlicia that working on the road maintenance crew is a real quick way to build social credit. And also, if you're able to do the labor, it's a nice, reliable way of getting your basic needs met. A lot of young people go work on the road crews for a year or two. Yeah, good for you. Go work on the road crews for a year or two to build standing in the community. Trying to give some thought as to how a moneyless society operates, and there are certain tasks within the community that you're going to get some props for being willing to take on. Alright. Is there anything left? Gone through all of this. I've gone through all of that. It is 7:45. I don't have time to go out to the savannah. It'd be hard to build sitting down in the community. Yeah, it would be. Again, though, I was talking earlier about game mechanics rewarding behavior. Part of what I'm trying to reward in Finlecia is contributing to the community, doing stuff that benefits everyone, not just yourself. I want to get that across. There is some influence from Kropotkin in the game mechanics, I think. It'd be hard not to, you know? You got Kropotkin in my game mechanics. Yeah, you got your game mechanics in my Kropotkin. That sounds rude and uncomfortable, you know? Don't mind me, I'm free associating a little bit. Okay, let's see, where are we? Oh gosh. And well, I come up for air, and what's a Pyotr Kropotkin was a theory writer who wrote a book called Conquest of Bread, and who is generally credited with coining the term mutual aid. And guess what time it is? Oh gosh, we have reached that time. I've been sitting here rattling on and playing the game and lost total track of time, and it is the top of the hour and time to close this out. So, game music. Game music. Hello, there we go. Thank you so very much for being here. It's been lovely having folks in the chat and you know, having some sort of interaction. I would play this game with or without anybody here, but it's more fun with. You know, I get to spend 2 hours a week being a successful farmer who is well liked by the community, and that's such a wonderful thing right there. If you have enjoyed this journey, VODs of previous episodes and the various other games are on YouTube at the URL. Streaming schedule in the upper left corner. A couple of people from the community in the chat tonight. Check out the streaming schedule. There's stuff going on all week, various times, various things going on. I get to kill chaos each week. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 8:30 p.m. UTC -6 with more Roots of Pacha. Continuing on through spring and through working on relationships and growing crops and breeding up my animals and waiting for the 1.3 release coming soon. Before then, I will be back Saturday morning, 8 a.m. UTC -6 with Minecraft Trains and Tech. I am working through Greg Tech, which is one of the holy grails of tech mods. I've been at it for, I think, 14 episodes now, and am just about to hit IV. Still have, I think, 4 more tiers of technology to get through. Excuse me, to get through. Once that's done, I'll be moving on to immersive geology, and I'll be talking about that more in my Minecraft stream on Saturday morning. Until then, safe journey, space fans, wherever you may be.